Okay, I pledge allegiance
To the flag
flag
of the United States
of America and
to
to
the
the
republic for which it
stands,
stands,
one nation,
under God, indivisible,
for all.
with liberty
justice
and
for all.
justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, just a reminder to mute your button when you're not talking and try to raise your hand and then put your mute on if I call on you so that we can move along. Roll call, Barbara Ebright. Yeah, Barbara's here. Deborah Langley.
Here.
Thank you, Deborah. Jenny is absent. Karen Adams is here. I am here. Patrick Young. Patrick is not here. Willie Wong.
Here.
Thank you. So we have the approval of the minutes from our last meeting, which was
Melba,
August
I'm
25th.
sorry, pardon me. Did you want to seat the alternate? Do we have,
Oh, 1, 2.
we may
We
have.
have, there's 4 of us, and Karen is 5.
Well, I think, so we're missing,
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah, we're missing Jenny, so we could move up Nona.
Okay. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. So Nona will
I'm here,
take the place of Jenny
Okay.
Berryhill. And we have, I'm sorry about BJ, to introduce our new commissioner, BJ Navarro. And
Welcome, BJ.
Welcome.
okay, so did I miss anybody this time? I'm okay?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so back to the approval of the minutes of August 25th, 2020. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes for August 25th?
I approved.
Okay, say
Give a
your name.
I second.
Yeah. Okay, Deborah Langley has approved the motion to accept the minutes from August 25th. Do I have a second?
I second. This is Nona.
Oh, thank you. Nona has made a second to accept the motion for the minutes. All in favor? Say
Aye.
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 Raise your
Aye.
hand. Okay. Do I see your hand, Willie?
No.
Okay.
I just approve it.
All right. Thank you.
And
So,
Melba, did you want
Willie-
to?
Willie accepts, I accept, Deborah Langley accepts, Nona accepts the minutes from August 25th. Motion carried. Any opposed? No opposed? Okay, motion carried, sorry.
Melba, did you want to, do the approval of the agenda?
Oh, I'm sorry, I always skip ahead, don't I? So now we need the approval of the agenda for this October 27th of 2020. Do I have a motion to accept the agenda for October 27th?
This is Deborah. I approve.
Thank you.
Motion
Deborah
to approve.
Accepts the agenda for October 27th. Is there a second motion? Do I have a second motion to accept the agenda?
I second.
Willie Wong accepts the second motion to accept the agenda. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any, Willie accepts, I accept, Deborah accepts. Nona,
Accept.
thank you. Any opposed? Okay, motion carried. Thank you. Public forum is for John.
Actually, Melba, if you could read the text, then I'll check and see. if
Oh,
we-
I'm sorry. Yes, the public forum, oral public comments may be provided live during the Senior Advisory Commission meeting by first registering for the Zoom meeting in advance by providing the email address and a name. And then the link is before. So a link will be sent to you to join the Senior Advisory Commission meeting in order to give comments. All registered meeting attendees who wish to speak must click on the raise hand icon when the meeting chair calls for public comments. If participating by call in, dial *9 to use the raise hand feature. And when you are called upon, hit the *6 to unmute your phone. Your phone number will be displayed in the live meeting, and staff will call the speakers to begin. All comments provided shall be limited to 3 minutes or less as determined by the meeting chair. If members of the public will be limited to 1 comment per agenda item and 1 comment for non-agenda items. The online written comment from previously used is no longer available for public comment.
And Melba, at this time, we do not have any public forum attendees.
Oh, okay, thank you for that reminder. Announcements. The police chief does not have a representative today, so we will not be hearing from him. Updates and commissioner updates and sharing. If you have anything that you would like to share, briefly, if you want to raise your hand, I can call on you. No comments?
I see Barbara, Melba.
I can't see Barbara.
Oh, yeah, she raised her hand.
Okay, all right, Barbara? Did you unmute yourself, Barbara?
Now, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, John had asked me before the last meeting about Meals on Wheels. Okay, I didn't make any comment except just to say, yes, we're getting it. I wanted to say that on the Meals on Wheels, for 1 person, you get 28 food items, okay? And 5 of those are frozen dinners, okay? And I have 2 friends that have signed up for it. One, she was able to get it. And then I have a second who's 82, and she called, and when they asked her if she could drive, they said, you cannot have Meals on Wheels if you can drive. Does anybody know about that? Why would that be?
Does Anne Marie have a answer to that?
Anne Marie, are you, she may be getting Karen set up.
Sorry, I didn't hear the question. What was the question again?
Oh, okay. I was talking about Meals on Wheels. Did you hear what I had to say then?
No, I stepped away for just a second.
Okay, well, I have 2 friends that also tried to sign up for it, and one she was able to sign up for. She was 87, and then my friend, she's 82. She talked to the people, and they asked if you can drive, and she said yes. And they said, well, you cannot have Meals on Wheels if you drive. Now, why would that be?
You know, I'm not exactly sure. She should have been able to sign up for it. That's something that the county is actually in charge of. I can actually get back to you with an answer after I talk with them to find out exactly why they are saying that. But they should be able to sign up for Meals on Wheels.
Even if they drive?
Even if they drive, yes.
Okay.
But I could check with county and see what it is. It may have been where it's because it's a little bit, the shelter in place is a little bit more lenient now, but I really don't know. I would have to just come back and talk with county.
Yes, let me know, please. Thank you.
I will. Thank you.
Okay. I'm done. Thank you.
Okay, I had one other comment that I forgot. I wanted to acknowledge the staff members from the senior center, and John Macon is our supervisor. David Sanchez is doing our recording, and he's at the front office and taking care of other things, and sometimes serenading us with a nice tune. And Anne Marie does everything else. So do we have any staff updates?
We do, Melba. So Anne Marie will speak to a couple activities we have coming up regarding, in particular, the Mobile Resource Fair. But I would like to announce that we, this past Monday, just yesterday, we have a new staff person here at the Senior Center. Her name is Charu Agarwal, and she is the new Social Services Coordinator. So she has taken the position of what was our former case manager position, which has been expanded to not only serve our senior members here at the Senior Center, but also other initiatives and other projects for the city. For instance, the Milpitas Assistance Program, the MAP program, and part of our Milpitas Hope, the Suicide Prevention Task Force, and many other initiatives. So really the effort to bring on this new position as coordinator was to expand the role, not only case management, but in a broader sense for the city. So we're very excited about Charu. She comes with over 20 years experience, and she has a lot of experience with seniors. So I think it's going to be an added value and bonus to have her as part of the staff. So you'll probably get an email from her as an introduction, and feel free to reach out to her if you have any questions.
Good, thank you. New business, our December meeting. The Senior Advisory Commission's meetings are scheduled for the fourth Tuesday of every numbered month. The meeting date for this upcoming December will fall on a Tuesday, December 22nd. So the commission has historically adjourned their meeting in December and met at the next regularly scheduled meeting in February. So the recommendation is to approve cancellation of the December 22nd meeting and meet again at the next regular scheduled meeting dated for Tuesday, February 26, 2021. May I have, can we have a motion to accept delaying? I see Deborah is accepting to delay our December meeting and only meet on the next February. Do I have a second motion? Do I have a second?
I second.
Oh.
Barbara seconds.
Okay, Barbara Ebright makes the
Barbara seconds.
second motion to delay our scheduled December meeting until February 26th, 2021. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Hey,
Yes.
is that actually a Tuesday?
I don't know. I didn't check mine. John, did you?
I'm looking at my calendar and it's a Friday.
Ah,
John?
okay.
I don't have my, if we have the date wrong, thank you for noting that, BJ. We can make that correction, that amendment,
That
and
would-
have that posted on the website.
If it's the
That will be
fourth Tuesday, if
the
it's the fourth
23rd.
Tuesday,
The
it's the
23rd.
23rd.
Okay.
Yes.
23rd, okay. Thank you.
Thank
We'll make
23rd.
note of that and make that correction for the website.
Okay, all right. So all in favor for February 23rd, 2021.
Aye.
Okay. Any opposed? No opposed? Okay.
And BJ, just for the record, it is, yeah, it's every fourth Tuesday of even number month. So
Mhm.
glad you caught that. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, motion carried to delete or defer our December 22nd meeting to February 23rd, 2021. I see that on the agenda also, John, that it says the 2020 and it should be 21. 21.
It's
Oh, for
really wrong.
February?
It says scheduled for date of Tuesday, February 26, 2020. It should say Tuesday, February 23rd,
Right.
2021.
20, yes, yes.
Well, we're still in 2020 in December, so it would be the February that would be the 2021.
Correct.
Right.
Got
It's
it. I
written wrong.
great. I got those notes. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Okay, Senior Center Mobile Resource Fair and Virtual Resource Fair. Anne Marie, are you still there?
I'm still here, ready to report.
Mm.
Hello again, everybody. So this coming Friday, the Senior Center will be hosting its first ever drive-through resource fair. And what's going to be happening is we have over 25 local agencies around the Bay Area who sent over their material, their print material, their information, and some other goodies so that we can actually put it into a treat bag for our participants to come through and just drive through the front of our building and pick up a resource bag. And we are doing this because normally the Senior Advisory Commission hosts a open house and a health fair at least once or twice a year, especially the resource fair. So we are actually doing this in place of that because it usually happens around this time that we do have you come out and help us with a resource fair. The other thing that we're going to be doing is actually in mid-November, we're having a virtual resource fair where we'll have maybe over 30 agencies. They will be on a web page and everyone can go and check out their information directly through our website. And you could get information on from different agencies that way. But to go back to this Friday, I'm hoping that all of you can actually promote this event for us. And we will be having extra treats. And it's all free and it's for anyone 50 and above. So if you can actually, this is what our recommendation is for you to assist us in promoting the virtual and mobile fairs to our community. So we can send you the flyers and an email if you would like, so that you could send that out to your friends and family.
A question I have is,
Sure.
What about those that don't drive and they walk up? For instance, Ray, or are there some others from the other facility across the street that walk?
We will, it's definitely for a drive-through event, but we will have a few for those, a safe spot for those who can, who are not able to drive through. So if they are coming from across the street, we will have that available. But it's recommended that we have you drive through. It's a little bit safer.
Yeah, just to dovetail on that, Melba, similar to our senior nutrition program, when our members wait outside before we open the doors, we have spacing outside to make sure that we're at least 6 feet apart. So we will come up with an accommodation for that to allow for that proper safety. But yeah, we don't want to turn anyone away.
No.
And then also, Anne-Marie, just also want to mention that certainly for seniors to drive through, and we miss our seniors and our members just to see the faces.
Yes.
It's been 7 months. But if there is an issue with driving or getting there, their son or daughter or family member can do that on their behalf also. So and then bring those resources back to our senior community. So there's so many valuable resources. Probably can't assure that the treats would make its way to the destination because there's a lot of goodies in there. But I think we're over 120 so far. Is that right, Emery?
120 have
Yeah.
registered already.
Deborah, you have a
Wow.
question? Deborah, you have a question?
Got chocolate? I'll be there.
Of course.
We do. And Melba, I thought I saw BJ's hand up too. BJ, did you have a question?
Yes, please send me the flyer and I'll post it on my Facebook page and
Thank you. Will
put
do.
it out to some of my compadres in the neighborhood.
Me
Wonderful.
too. Me too,
That would be
Emery.
great. I think we're prepared for up to
300.
350, but we have full packets of probably 250 to 275. So that would be wonderful. And we're 3 hours. Initially was 3 to 5, but we didn't want to miss out on any working seniors or anyone that would find difficulty getting there by 5. So we extended it to 6 p.m.
Oh,
And one more,
That's
yes,
a
and one
good
more thing.
idea.
Yes. And it's encouraged to wear a costume or decorate your car because there will be an opportunity to take a selfie while you're in the car, and there will be a chance drawing.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Okay.
Melba, I noticed that Deborah had her hand up.
Oh, Deborah, okay.
is, unless I missed it, was there a time on this? What time does it start?
3.
It was 3 to
3
6.
to 6.
3 to 6. Okay, thank you, honey.
Mhm. Any other questions? No other questions? Okay. Senior resident connectivity during COVID-19, John?
Yes, thank you, Melba. And this agenda item actually was in part a result of being introduced to BJ Navarro as our new member. And with Melba, we did a Zoom meeting just to meet each other, and just some great ideas came out of that. And it made me reflect on our work plan for this coming year. And one item that we added was the finding independence through technology. And then also our department's desire to connect better with our community members through our communication, and part of that is having the proper translation and reflecting our community in all ways. So I would like to, especially during the pandemic, we've been closed for 7 months. We've made an effort to send out information, continue our newsletter that gets out to members, and connect through efforts such as friendly visitors. But we do want to make sure that we're reaching everybody. So I thought if we could have 5-10 minutes of discussion, maybe some brainstorming of some ways to best connect with our Milpitas senior community members who may not be getting the information as far as, for instance, that we have our senior nutrition program, our lunch program still going. I think we're on close to 165 days of serving lunch in to-go lunches. Then also case management services. We have a variety of virtual presentations. So we want to continue to get that word out. Regarding technology, we recently got a grant through the Community Development Block Grant for $25,000. So we're efforting to get 55 to 60 Chromebook laptops out to our seniors. So that's something that's going to happen in the next month and a half.
Wow.
So yeah, so I think there's great items on our work plan, and some things that have been happening kind of just in the last couple months to grassroots to get some of these initiatives going. But I would like to open it up to the commissioners as far as just some strategies of how staff can best get information out to our community.
Mm.
And I know this is short notice, so I think if there's any ideas that certainly raise your hand and we'll make note of it. And you could also send me some information, and I thought we could continue this discussion as an agenda item more formally, as far as laying out some priorities as far as how we can better connect in our February meeting. But Deborah, did you want to start?
Since this is just like you said, a last minute thing, or I don't know if we could do like little postcard things, the mailing of some sort. There's flyers. That just was one of the first things that popped into my head, but I don't know how we could go about distributing that, or.
Certainly we can do that. And we're very lucky to have our marketing department and our recreation department, and they're phenomenal.
Yeah.
Not only with their ability, their output, but just their creativity. So we could certainly leverage that. And then also I neglected to mention as it relates to just the translation, and BJ had mentioned this, that we're missing a lot of people through that. And one effort that we've done recently with trying to promote our lunch program, the senior nutrition lunch program, is that we had one of our staff actually reach our members who speak Chinese. And she also did some translation in Chinese to reach our members. So that was kind of our first effort to really broaden our communication, and we want to build on that. So
Right.
As we're putting out postcards and mailers and flyers and hopefully someday our newsletter, we want to be able to have that in the different languages that reflect our community.
Yeah. So my idea was that when people sign up for the senior center, that you find out what would they like as far as communication, their primary communication. Would they want a newsletter? Would they want it in English or another language? Would they want it emailed to them versus mailed to them? What would they prefer? And then I also highly recommend that we use Facebook. City has Facebook account, and Nextdoor to advertise the things that are going on. Like this thing on Friday, I don't know if it's been put out on Nextdoor yet, but you should put it out on Nextdoor.
Yep.
And a lot of the seniors don't get all these social media apps, but their family members do.
Right.
So I just think we ought to do that. And if you want to put it out in English and a couple other languages, that would be good. But Facebook, and when we renew people for the senior center, I think a little questionnaire would be a good thing. To stay connected. What would you prefer? An email in English with our newsletter, or we should ask them.
Yeah. And BJ, that's a great point, especially as it relates to the newsletters, because if they're being sent out to our members and they're being discarded, then that's money that could be, utilized in other areas. So, from the onset, we can be creating that list and putting those monies towards translation services and other areas. So thank you. It's good feedback.
Yeah. My preference would be to get it via email,
Mhm.
instead of getting it in the real snail mail, but others may be different, and they definitely may not want it in English.
Yeah. And certainly a multi-layered approach. Social media through hard copy, through email, all those different efforts. So yeah, BJ, Deborah, thank you. Great feedback. Anyone else have any ideas to best connect and reach our senior community, especially during the COVID and maybe the post-COVID situation with a lot of people at home?
No more questions?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'll take that feedback. I'll bring it back to staff, and if it's okay, I'll go ahead and add that as an additional agenda item next time. Maybe we could flush it out even more, and we could speak to some of those efforts that we've taken in the 2 months period from now till when we meet again, or actually 4 months.
Jenny
Thank
just
you.
came on.
I see Jenny is on. Hi, Jenny. Is she muted? Also, I noticed that Patrick has not been able to get on. He keeps getting kicked off, so that's why we haven't seen Patrick.
Okay.
Jenny, are you with us? She can't hear us. Oh, okay. So John, the financial report?
Yeah, so Anne Marie and I were able to reach out to finance today, and we found out that we have more in our holding account than we thought previously. The report we got from finance is that we have $7,933 in our holding account. So, maybe what we can do is in the next couple months is give some thought as to bring those ideas to the commission as far as how we might want to start using some of that holding account funding to advance some of our work plan initiatives. And maybe it's a continuation of the laptop loaner program, or towards translation services, or towards marketing, or just bolstering our programming. So I thought that was a pleasant surprise. It sounds like we've been pretty frugal for a couple years, and it's built up. But it looks like we have some holding account money that we can start to leverage and advance some of our work plan initiatives.
Good, thank you. Senior Nutrition Program, Anne Marie, are you still there?
Yes, of course I'm still here.
Good.
So the senior nutrition program, it's going very well. Just in, I believe last month or the month before, we served our 10,000th meal, and we celebrated. And it was one of our longtime members who actually received that meal, and she was greeted with balloons, a cupcake, and a little certificate that said, "Congratulations, you've received the 10,000 meal." But up to date, we have served over 12,000 meals now. And we've been serving for over, is it 100? John, if you could remind me how many days exactly?
I thought it was 165, but it might be a little bit more than that, actually, Emery. But it's been since March 17th.
Correct.
And I know we haven't missed a day. We actually even served on one of the holidays. So it's been
Yes,
a lot.
and everyone is welcomed. You just have to make sure you make a reservation by noon the day before. If you were to come in, you would feel this great ambiance. It's fully decorated every day. So right now you'll see that it's decorated in a Halloween theme, but next month it'll be for Thanksgiving or for the fall. So that is all I have for the senior nutrition.
Righty.
Thank you.
And you said we have something like 100 every day?
Our average is about 93 a day.
Ah, okay. Great. Jenny, do you have anything with age friendly? Can you hear me?
I think Jenny left.
No, Jenny is still there,
Hi, can you hear me?
just barely.
Oh,
Okay. Let me try my toy. Can you hear me better?
That's
Yes.
better.
Okay. No, I don't have anything to add. I think last time I was talking about the what I learned from the age-friendly community. So yeah,
So we're all good so far.
no new meetings.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
And, okay. And William was for SourceWise. We haven't been able to get the updated report, so hopefully next meeting we will have a report from William on SourceWise. Anything to add to that, John?
No, not on that item.
Okay, so future agenda items. John, you have some ideas?
I do. I'd like to suggest that we kick off the new year, and our work plan will hopefully be approved by City Council by then. That we actually establish or reestablish our subcommittees for the different topic areas. So I thought maybe first and foremost, kick off the year by establishing those work groups, those subcommittees, to really advance those different topic areas. And then along those lines, prioritize the work plan topic areas and tasks. We have some that are recurring and different times of the year, but I think it'd be a good opportunity to look at the finalized work plan and then really prioritize what are those main areas that those main accomplishments we want to focus on. And then just a continued discussion on connectivity, just to kind of piggyback on what we started today. But we're certainly going to, as staff, going to bring back this information and effort to communicate and connect more effectively. But we would really value that input from the commission. So I'd like to add that to the agenda. So just those three from us. So anything else from anyone else would be welcome.
Anybody else have any other ideas? Yes, BJ.
Well, I'm a bit concerned about how we're going to bring back some of the programs to the senior center that now that we're moving along in this pandemic, there are some things that can be done virtually. And now that we're going to have these laptops that we're going to pursue giving to the seniors, I think we should have an understanding of what programs are going to be provided. And I was hopeful that that might have been a topic for today, but obviously it's not. And I wanted to hear that before February. So, you know, because January is the new year. So I think, I don't know how your quarters go, but don't you start new programs in December?
Well, it's in Emery, I think I could speak to this, but if you want to add to it, we're actually in the process, BJ, of course, we have our senior nutrition lunch program. We've been the only center open since March, with the exception of the sports center in the last month with aquatics. But we have started to establish some virtual activities, some presentations. Thus far, we haven't had much interest, but that goes to our continuing marketing and promotion. And we also have some intergenerational opportunities with some high school students, Milpitas High School, to do some virtual activities for our seniors. And then, you know, I guess the big unknown is when we are going to be open. You know, certainly COVID is spiking right now. You know, so we wait to hear, you know, direction from not only the city and the county, but also the state. I know the city is very concerned and wants to err on the side of caution and follow the stricter of the orders. But I think we could certainly add that, and that could be topic number one, is not only an update, but feedback from the commission on you know, from that perspective is how can we bolster and continue to add value to our seniors during this time. So we are efforting in that direction. We've established some of those activities. We have a mini guide that goes out on a monthly basis, just so that we could be, you know, we could pivot and we could be very nimble as far as if the county or state orders change, and we can open up more opportunities. And then with our director, you know, really wanting us to leverage or use this opportunity to program differently and to add value, continue to have value, even during this very tenuous time. So I think that's a great suggestion, and staff can speak to that in February. But in the meantime, we do have our newsletter that has our current activities and the different new activities that we're trying to put out. And then also, you know, through social media, through Facebook, we have the virtual community center where we have activities and different presentations.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the gym opening and resuming some of the Zumba classes, because I know that those could be done virtually as well. And
Barbara, can I answer that question for you? This
Sure.
is Anne Marie. I wanted to let you know that we actually had our Zumba instructor offer classes this past October, but no one registered for it. So we're actually starting a new set or a new session in December. So please look for it in the mini guide when it will come out. It will be in there for a virtual Zumba class.
Yeah, I must have missed that totally.
Yeah,
So
it
if
was
you
in
could-
it was in the mini guide that the recreation department is sending out. So it won't be the one in November because the session was from October to November. So the next
So
one
it's
will
not
be
in the senior, it's not in the senior newsletter. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, it was in the activity guide
I didn't
for
see
all
it
of the
in there.
recreation department.
Oh, you mean the big activity guide,
Correct.
not the special senior one?
Not the senior connection newsletter. Yes.
Oh, man, we need to do a better job of putting that out so that the
Oh,
seniors
yes.
know that,
We
that's,
are, yes, we're changing everything around. We're reinventing everything so that it can be out there and a little bit more easier access for those who don't even have internet access or that type of way. So we're trying to get it out there beforehand.
I have to
So
admit,
that
I
there is
don't
a
look
new
at that.
session in December.
Yeah, I don't look at that. I personally don't look at it because most of the activities in there are for youth and teens and
Yeah, and to the point we made before, as far as being multi-layered, having all that information included in all
Mhm.
material. But in the meantime, BJ, yeah, spread the word. It sounds like you got a good circle of friends. So
I do.
let's get the December going and get that class full and build some momentum around it.
Yeah, so that guide is very hard to read because you put it in PDF. It's on you get it and you got to page through it like it's you can't search, or at least I guess you could in the PDF, but it's a little non-user friendly, I'd say.
There's actually
That's-
using the
that's like
ActiveNet
a-
online as well. You can actually search with the ActiveNet function and search 50 and above.
Yeah,
Where you can get
for
all
for
senior
seniors
classes.
that might be a little difficult is all I'm
Yes,
saying.
so we have different options. You can search with the search function in ActiveNet or look through the catalog with our catalog. So that there are
Yeah.
different opportunities.
I'll pay attention to it now, and when I send out emails and stuff, I'll tell people what page to look at.
Maybe we could get a menu of all the different opportunities, different avenues that we market the different programs to appeal to different people's abilities and just interests of how they get information. So great feedback. Thank you.
I'll pay closer attention to it.
In the meantime, we'll get the word to you though, so to all of you, so you can spread the word.
Yeah, just send us an email with it. That's
You got
good.
it. Sounds great.
Okay, any other last minute before we adjourn? No? Oh, okay, I adjourn this meeting of October 27th at 2:14 p.m. And we'll meet again in February and have a good rest of the
Great
year.
seeing everybody. Great
Bye.
seeing your faces.
Happy New Year.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Stay healthy.
Bye.